control for a pump operating motor. So we have a motor here, electric motor, with the electric part on the left and the mechanics on the right. The state equations are given by this, where the state variable are I, corresponding to the current inside the circuit, and omega, the rotational speed of the motor. The input are here U, so the voltage at the input of the motor, and the torque TRR, corresponding to the use of the motor. What we'll do on this motor, we'll put a pump just at the end for the usage. And from this, I have to give the state equation for the motor and the pump system. This is my motor. The input of this motor is U. And also there is a use here, TR, which it will be used later, but at the moment, since it is not used yet, I can consider that it is also an input, where TR and U are the input. To obtain the state equation that are given in the exercise, I just use the Kirchhoff rule, which tells me that this voltage is equal to this one plus E. And so it makes me write L, the derivative of E, so this one, this voltage here, is equal to minus RE, so this voltage, minus E here, and plus U. Okay. Now I know that it is an electric motor, so this one is proportional to the rotational speed. So I will use kappa multiplied by omega. Okay. Now from the mechanic part, I obtain that the Newton law, which tells me that J, the inertia, times the derivative of the rotation rate is equal to, so since it is electronic motor, I will have also here kappa multiplied by I, which correspond here to the torque at this level. So I can write it corresponds to the torque, but I don't need it to write it here. It is a torque generated by this pure ideal electric motor. Minus rho omega, so this one is the friction represented by this element, and the friction is proportional to the rotational speed, and minus TR, the use. As a consequence, I get the state equation tells me that the derivative of E, I write like this, is equal to minus R divided by L, I, so it's classical I, minus kappa divided by L omega plus U divided by L, and here omega dot, this one, is equal to kappa divided by J I minus rho divided by J omega minus TR divided by J. Okay. This one corresponds to the state equation of my system, and it is linear. So for the first question, I put a pump just as a here, So I don't know how to represent the pump, but I use it somewhere to put like this. I put something like this, and the pump enters and goes out. So I do not explain this element. And what I know is that TR, the characteristic TR, is proportional to omega. This is what I know. So the use is still linear. And from this, it will change my state equation. So this one become alpha omega. Oh, this one is alpha omega. So if I can rewrite in a matrix form, and I obtain now, I have only one input, which corresponds to U. TR is not anymore an input. So the state equation are now I dot and omega dot. I will write it in the matrix form directly. I dot omega dot is equal to. So in the matrix form here I have minus R divided by L minus kappa divided by L times I omega. So I have written for this and this, and plus 1 divided by L U. Okay, due to this. For the second one, I will have kappa divided by J E. And here, so in the exercise, we consider that rho is almost equal to 0. So I can neglect it. So I will neglect it now. And I will obtain here minus alpha divided by J. And 0 here. Concerning the output as given in the exercise, the output corresponds to omega. So I will write y equal to 0, 1 I omega. So I have here the matrix which is classically called A, the evolution matrix, the control matrix B, the observation matrix C, the state of the system is X equal I and omega. I have a system with the only input of my system is U. The only output is Y, and we can see that it corresponds to the classical formulation X dot equal AX plus BU, Y equal CX plus DU, but here it is 0, this one. It is a classical formulation of a linear system with a state space representation. Question number 2, I have to calculate the transfer function of the motor pump system, assuming that the output corresponds to the rotational speed of the motor, omega. To compute a transfer function, I can compute using the Laplace representation, but I can also use, for the question number 2, directly the relation J of S is equal to C S I minus A B plus D. So it is a classical formula to get directly the transfer function. This one is equal to 0. This one, A, is given by this matrix, C by this matrix, and B by this matrix. I is a two-dimensional identity. I will not do the computation. I will give here directly the result. And if I do this, I obtain kappa divided by JL divided by S square plus L alpha plus GR divided by GL S plus A alpha plus K square divided by GL. So this is the transfer function. Question number 3, I have now to give the differential equation associated to this transfer function. So for this question number 3, I can I have something of the form g of s equal something like b divided by s squared plus a1s plus a0. Okay. So it means that y of s, so I put a hat because it is in the Laplace representation, the Laplace transform, is equal to b divided by s plus 1 a1s plus a0 times u hat of s. Or equivalently, I have s2y hat of s plus a1s y hat of s plus a0 y hat of s equal b u hat of s. In the temporal representation, this s corresponds to the derivative, and I obtain y dot dot of s plus a1 y e of t, plus y dot of t plus a0 y of t is equal to b u of t. As a consequence, this one plays the role of a1, this one of a0, and this one of p. Okay, so I have obtained my my differential equation associated to my motor. Question number 4, we take y dot as a new state vector, and it will change the representation. This is what I will show now. So, question number 4, I take x equal y dot, this one, and I have this. As a consequence, this one corresponds to x1, x2, so this one corresponds to x2 dot. Okay, this one corresponds to x1, for instance, and x2, and this one corresponds to x1 due to this. Okay, due to this. As a consequence, I obtain that x dot 2 is equal to, so I isolate this one, to minus a0 x1 minus a1 x2 plus bu. And x dot 1, I know that it is equal to, so x dot 1 is equal to y dot, but y dot is equal to x2. So here I will have x2. So it is a state representation associated with this state vector because I have obtained here x dot as a function which depends on x, so x1, x2, this is x, and u, and it is what it is required to have a state representation. as a consequence, I will obtain that x dot is this, is equal to 0, 1 minus a0. So I know already a0 is given above, so I will write here minus a0 minus a1 times x plus 0 bu, and y equal, which correspond to x1, 1, 0, x. Okay. So this is the state space relation, which is also linear, and it is not exactly the same as this one. But with this exercise, what is interesting is that I have a method to find the companion matrix associated to what we call the controllability canonic form. So I have a matrix like this, which can be with no zero, no ones, and I compute the transfer function. Okay, so it's quite easy, but I can compute by hand, even if it requires a lot of computation. I can do it. Now, once I have the transfer function, I can obtain by this method a representation like this, and I will obtain here a representation which will have the form where A, like the matrix A, will have the form 0 almost everywhere, except here where I will have minus A0, minus N1, minus N and minus 1. Here the diagonal is also 0 up to here. Here I have ones in the general case, and here only zeros. And this I will have also in the general case zeros also everywhere, zeros here, and it is what we call the canonical control form. Oh, when I have this form, it is called control because it's quite easy to find a controller for this kind of matrix. Question number 5. We want to use a proportional and derivative controller for our system. So recall that for this we have the output y, the derivative y dot, and the proportional and derivative controller has this form. It is a combination of, with some gains, of the output, the derivative, so proportional and derivative, and the set point w. So as written here, we should not confuse the set point w with the rotational speed omega. And I will give the state equation of the looped system. Question number 5. The u here is given by hw minus k1y minus k2y dot. So this one is a controller. The controller takes the system where the output is y, takes also y dot, so somewhere, so if, and go to the controller. The other input is w. U is generated to go here. So this corresponds to the closed loop system. So recall that in practice y is measured, but y dot is not measured. But so I can derive y, but due to the noise, I think it's in practice it is we should not derive numerically the output y. We should directly put some sensors in order to extract y dot. And here y dot, so y corresponds to a state variable corresponding to x1, and y dot corresponds to x2. Due to the first direction, x dot 1 is equal to x2. So I assume that I am able to extract x1 and x2, and at this level I am performing what we call classically a state output, state feedback. Okay. So the proportional and derivative controller can be seen as a state feedback without any observer. Okay. So recall that this one corresponds to x1, this one corresponds to x2, and if we prefer, we have here u, can rewrite like this: u is equal to minus k1 k2 x1 x2 plus hw. Okay, so this relation I can replace here, and I will obtain that x dot is equal to A. So I will call this matrix A, for instance, or I will write directly 0, 1, minus A0 minus A1 x plus 0b times minus k1 minus k2 x, so this x, plus h 0b and w. And again, y equal to 1, 0, x. So it is here a state space representation, since I have the derivative of the state and the output, where here I have only some x, so x1, x2, and the new input w. So this one with the input w and the output y is equivalent to this one in green. Okay. Now recall that I know a0 and a1. If I do replace everything but what I know, I will obtain x dot equal 0, 1 minus r alpha plus kappa square divided by gl minus k1 kappa divided by gl. Here minus L alpha plus gr divided by gl minus k2 kappa, so k2 kappa divided by gl x plus 0 kappa h divided by gl times omega, and y equal to 1, 0, x. So this is, in a matrix form, the state space representation of my system. Again, I can see that here it is a companion matrix, more precisely a canonical control form, where 0 in the diagonal, 0 everywhere except here, and the 1 on the subdiagonal. And these coefficients are the coefficient of the characteristic polynomial. This is why we like this controllability control form, because we can see directly the characteristic polynomial. Now we have to find the values for K1 and K2 for the controller, given here K1 and K2, so that we can choose the poles as we want. So here the pole we want are -1. The characteristic polynomial of my system is the characteristic polynomial of this matrix. But since it is a companion matrix, I can read directly the polynomial, the characteristic polynomial, and it is here S2 plus L alpha plus GR divided by GL plus K2, so the K2 here, kappa divided by GL times S. So it was, now I will have plus, so this coefficient, and with a minus, so R alpha plus K square divided by GL plus K1 kappa divided by GL, and this should be equal to S plus 1 square, because I want to have all roots equal to -1. So that's why I take this polynomial. And this is equal to S2 plus 2S plus 1. As a consequence, since this polynomial is equal to this polynomial, the 2 here is equal to this coefficient, and the 1 here corresponds to this coefficient. From this equality, I will be able to extract K1 and K2 that are interesting for me. As a consequence, since this should be equal to that, equal to 2, equal to 1, I get that K1 is equal to GL minus R alpha minus kappa square divided by kappa, and K2 equal to 2 GL minus L alpha minus GR divided by kappa. Okay, so recall that the controller I wanted to find has the form HW minus K1 y dot minus K2 y dot here, and I have the value for K1 and for K2. Now it remains to get H. Question number 7. Find the value for H so that Y will converge toward W when the set point W is constant. The state of equation of my closed loop system, given here. I have chosen as a characteristic polynomial P of S equal to S square plus 2S plus 1, which corresponds to S plus 1 square. This is the one I have chosen. Since it is a companion matrix, I recall that here I have, with a sign, the coefficient of the characteristic polynomial. So it means that in my situation, this one corresponds to -2, and this one corresponds to -1. Okay. As a consequence, for the question number 7, I have my system x dot equal 0, 1, -1, -2 x plus 0, the coefficient which was kappa h divided by GL with the input W, and y equal to 1, 0 x. Okay. Now, what I want is to find the value for h here. And for this, I will consider at the equilibrium. So if W is constant, so W is equal converge to W bar. Okay. Since the system is stable, Y will converge to X bar. X dot will converge to 0. Okay. And Y will converge to Y bar. And what I want that Y bar equal to W bar because I want a correspondence between the input W, which is the value I want for my pump, and this one is the Y, which corresponds to the actual value for the speed of my pump. As a consequence, at the equilibrium, this one is equal to 0. This one to X bar, this one to Y bar, this one, and this one. Okay. So I will isolate X bar. X bar equal minus, so this matrix I will call it or I will write it. So I will have here X bar equal minus, so I take 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, multiply by 0 KHWGL W bar. Now I will have Y dot, Y bar is equal to 1, 0 X bar, so it will be equal to minus 1, 0 times this matrix. So in fact, what I want is to have all this equal to 1, because in such a case this will be equal to this. Now if I compute all this, I will obtain kappa divided by Lg multiplied by h. As a consequence, since this is equal to 1, I will obtain h equal gl divided by kappa. And finally, the controller I want to find, the proportional derivative, will have the form jl divided by kappa w minus gl minus a alpha minus kappa square divided by kappa multiplied by y minus 2gl minus L alpha minus gr divided by kappa y dot. So this is my controller where I have my precompensator here, the set point here, the value I want, here the proportional term, the derivative term. Very classical controller, and here we have a way to find to compute the coefficient of the controller by using a pole placement method, since I have placed my poles to -1 and -1.